Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Nellie and Ruth Designs. Well, the pink Christmas journal is done, and I wanted to do a flip through with you and show you all the goodness inside. It is kind of chunky. I expected that it would be, but I think it's fun, it's whimsical, it's pretty, it's practical. So it's everything that I like in a journal. So I have it tied up with um, some just real pretty pink mesh. This was left over from my mom. She made a Christmas angel many, many, many years ago, probably about 50 years ago, maybe longer than that, 50, 60 years ago. And this was the part of the underskirt. And so I wanted to use that on the journal here. And you'll see I have the fun pom-poms and I have some buttons here. I'm going to explain everything to you. I didn't want to set this to music or anything like that. I kind of wanted to explain the method behind my madness with some of the pages in here. This is just some fun pom-poms that I had, and I actually sewed each button on. I didn't glue them down. I wanted to make sure the buttons stuck and adhered to it. And this here is just a very simple frame. This inside here, the Christmas is coming, is a little Tim Holtz saying. The hot cocoa, again, there's three components to this. There's Tim Holtz, there's Red Lead Paper Company, and the papers that I used in this is from Tsunami Rose. Daisy has a real pretty pink Christmas kit, and from Artymaze. Again, Andrea has another very pretty pink Christmas kit. So the papers make up from those two gals over Etsy, and everything will be in my description. And you can go back and look at some of my past videos of my ephemera that I made for it. So let's get started. We will start in the front, obviously. The inside, I was going to decorate and put something in here. I decided to leave this plain because I wanted the recipient to be able to put extra photos in here, maybe a Christmas list. I want them to be able to do whatever they want to put in here. And again, the front page here, I left plain. I didn't think it need anything else on it. It's a very pretty, this is part of Artymaze's kit, but it's just a very pretty with the ice skates and typical winter scene. The other thing I wanted to do, I like to have photos in my journals, and I knew the recipient of this she would also want to put photos in here of Christmas Day or the month of December, however she wants to use it. So these are little ephemera pieces from Tsunami Rose's kit, and there's 3 in a row, and these are just fun little, it's a nice way to be able to put photos in here without adhering them down. That way they could be changed out if she wasn't sure if she wanted a typical photo here. We just had a very large snowstorm, so I took photos around my property and then I put them in here. This is a nice journaling page, and I used some of this old eyelet ribbon lace that, again, my mom had on the pages. I just love this. I think it's just it fits the entire theme and the mood of this journal. Here we have another journaling page. This here is a Christmas card, and I just made a little tuck spot with a little piece of ephemera that can be written on in the back. And then again on this side here, just another nice little card you can write on with a pocket. The sayings here come from Mrs. Cog over at her shop on Etsy. She has so many nice little sayings. This page here, I love this. I think it's so pretty. Nice little journaling card, and we have the sweetest little gal here. This, I will honor Christmas in my heart and try to keep it all year by Dickens. This, I just added some of lace here. This came from a doily, and some other little bits and pieces. So I have a nice little tuck spot there. And then I do have, this is a whole pocket, and she can do whatever she wants. But I did put just a little journaling card. This is from Tsunami Rose. And I put a nice little bow on here. And then on the back side, I just tied another little piece of crinkly ribbon on there. And that tucks right inside of there. And then we have more journaling space. And I like using the eyelets here. I think it's just a fun little accent. You don't necessarily have to put your ribbon through them, but I thought that was cute. And then here is another page for a photo. And I just folded over the paper here and attached it on. And then again, I used an eyelet. This is glued down, but I did use an eyelet here just as a little focal point. And then the photo fits really nice just right inside of here. So you really don't even have to adhere the photos down, which is nice. And then you flip it over, and then I have this little, she can journal whatever she wants here. And then I made a nice little flip where more journaling can be done on here, or if she wants to add photos, they're all blank on the back side. And then we have another little tuck spot here. It might be a little glue there. So she has another little journaling place there. This is a vintage Denizen label, which is cute. This is Tim Holtz. So that just tucks right up inside of there. More journaling. Lots of room to journal on here and add photos. Nice little pocket here. I do have a video on how we made these. These are just little Tim Holtz pieces of ephemera that I've tucked inside of there. And then again, and I added the photos just so she knows that this is what you do with this page. And again, you just tuck a little piece of ephemera here. These are all part of Daisy's kit, and I just love them. Isn't that a great way to add a photo? I really like this, and I especially wanted to bring that to your attention. Here's an old vintage Christmas card, and inside I made a little tiny belly band, and I added some sweet little children here. Again, I did another little eyelet, which I think is just a lot of fun. I just think they really look cute. And then this is the little flip that she can journal on, and that tucks right inside there. And then this is where I have the Season's Greeting computer paper. So I did make, this is a little pocket. And again, I really like the tuck spots that you can put your little pieces of your journaling cards tucked up under. I don't necessarily always like to have a bottom pocket. I think it takes up too much room and you can't see the image. So I have this suite. All of these images here, and the girl over, the beautiful little girl here, these all come from, well, this didn't come from Redlet. I think we got these on AliExpress, but the ones that are a little more vintage contemporary, these come from Red Lead Paperworks. And I just love that image. I think it's so pretty. and that just tucks back up inside of there. And then when you flip it, again, this is another red lead Paperworks. I love the little children. In this, I have a Tim Holtz punch, and that's what I used on both of these here. I just thought that added a little bit, just a little more oomph to the photos. And again, this is another, I glued this one down. I wanted something on that white space. So this is all Tim Holtz here. And again, this just tucks right up in underneath here. And then we have, this is a tuck spot. So we have a nice little pocket there with a tag right here. And that just slides right inside here. If I can get the little, I don't want to stick my head in the camera. There we go. And then on this page here, I did a little lace flip. Again, I just used a little tab from Artymaze's kit. These are from her kit here. And I did a eyelet and just added a little bit of crinkly ribbon. And then I didn't want this to flip around a lot, so I used one of these cute little Tim Holtz paper clip. I call them paper clips. These are kind of like the things on the top of a clipboard. And I have that on there just to keep that in place when you flip it. And then this page here I'm keeping blank. I don't think it needs anything on it. I love the season's greetings. If she wants to add a photo there or do something, you know, put a ticket stub. Maybe she'll put a ticket stub from skiing or a receipt or something that they've done or went somewhere this Christmas. That'll be a nice page to do it on. This page here, I do have a video on making these clusters, which are fun. And it's just a little corner pocket tuck. And this again is another video that I did, and it has a cute little journaling card in here. And again, I just folded it up. This is from Daisy, Tsunami Rose, and it's a little journaling card. And I printed this out on regular paper, so it wasn't that thick. And this goes it does fit down in here. I don't know what's stopping it right now. I do not know. Okay, but that's, there we go. And then I just added a nice little piece of ephemera to fold that over and hold it down a little bit. I sewed some little crocheted lace on the top, and then we have another little pocket here, a little vellum pocket, and there's 2 tickets inside of here that she can journal on. And that just tucks right inside of here, which I think that's a really pretty page. You'll see on my page, I did use a lime green stitch thread, and I just think it adds a nice touch to the pages. This is like a corduroy velvet that I put on some of the pages here. Here we have another nice journaling page. And again, if she wants to put something else on here, she can. The corner, we have a nice little corner pocket here and a nice little booklet to write on. And this is from Artymaze. This is all part of her kit. And then I added the little embellishment here from Daisy. I just think these 2 kits go so well together. And then here I made a nice little, well, not so little, it's big. This is about, I'd say maybe 8 inches. This image here is from Red Lead Paperworks, and I love these images. And I used a lot of different washi tape throughout the book. You'll see that. I think Christmas is a fun time to add as much festive washi tape that you can. This is all a nice washi tape here that I thought added. I use this throughout the book, but this added a nice feature. You know, I have it here. So you'll see this washi tape here throughout the book. Now we flip it, and another place for a photo. And this I really liked. This is the tab that came in Andrea's kit. Oh my goodness. I don't know what's going on here, but we will take care of that. So you have these tabs here, and I thought it was a wonderful idea for a photo to turn the tab upside down. You can see it's open right here. This is a little saying from Mrs. Cog, and so I have this all glued down, and then you can put your picture there, and then the bottom of your photo just slides right in there. And I think that is just a lovely way to display your photo that you put in there, and you don't lose a lot of the photo. That was the one thing I really had to keep in mind. I had some photos, one or two, that I worked with as far as placement. So if you do something like this, you are going to want to have a photo and try to figure out the placement. You're not covering up a lot of the photo. But I just really like this. I think this was a very fun way to use these tabs, and then the little sayings. And then I use this washi tape as well throughout the journal. Another Christmas card. And then this is a lot of fun. I did not do a video on this because I wasn't sure how it was going to come out. And I hope the glare isn't too much. But this is a rubber stamp from Red Lead. And then these are my bottle brush trees. I showed these that I purchased from AliExpress in a past video. So I did different shades of pink and purple. I had cut one out, left the back, and then I did some other little dots behind here. And I didn't have the proper raised stickers. And this is a very thin line that I had to cut out and around to put the acetate in. So what I did was I stitched some ribbon, some crinkly ribbon all the way around it, because I wanted to make sure my sequins stayed inside. And then I just glued very carefully. I used my 3-in-1 glue, and I glued this around. And then underneath here is where I put my my little raised stickers. But I think this little shaker came out really, really cute. And I think it's just a fun idea, and it adds so much. This crinkly ribbon adds a lot to the overall appearance. So that was fun to make. And if you want to make one of those, if you want me to do a video, I'd be more than happy to make one of those in a video to show you. I just have to know. Now we did the center page, and this is Artymaze background. This is where we raised up, and it's a little 3-dimensional. I don't even know if you call it 3-dimensional, but it's raised up off of the page just to give a little bit more dimension. These trees here are a die cut from Tim Holtz, and then these are my vintage Christmas cards that I scanned and copied and had hanging around. And I love this center spread. I think it's so pretty. More journaling space. This is the back side of the inside of the Christmas card prior. And I wanted to just keep this simple. So I used a real pretty little vellum sticker and then 2 Tim Holtz pieces here. May the love, joy, and peace of Christmas be with you now and throughout the year. And then on the back side, I made a pocket with my real pretty bird. I'm trying to think. I think I got these from Christina Art or something, but I'll let you know. I'll put that in the description as well. And then here I just put some crinkly. I just kind of bent it so it would fit in the corner, and I stitched it back and forth, and then I put this pretty little shiny sequin snowflake down. And then this is from Mrs. Cog's Crafts here, the sleigh bells. And then this is the pocket. I just did a very simple card. This is all from Andrea's kit over Artymaze. And I just cut this down. And again, I used one of her tabs and the little eyelet here with the crinkly ribbon. So that's a pretty little tag to go in there. And then this is another corner pocket. You can see the video on that. There's our sweet little grumpy girl who I don't think really believes in Santa. Either that or she didn't get what she wanted from Santa. And then I have a little extra little tab that goes in here. And then I took some of the paper from Artymaze. This is her paper, and I believe I did a spread video on this as well. And I just, tri-folded it, and then we have some cute little journaling cards inside here, and you can see where I stitched across, and then I put the washi tape, and then this just folds up so it can be journaled all over and around. And then I just added some more little embellishments here, and that's a nice little tuck spot right there. And then more lace. This lace here, oh gosh, I can't think right now where I got it, but in my past video, when I did the 4-page spread, is it Blue Moon? Might be Blue Moon, but I love this lace as well. And then these are, I have a video on these if you want to go back to see these cards. And I have a little teeny tiny journaling card in there. And then I glittered around the December to give it a little something more. Another journaling page. And again, here's that really pretty washi tape top and bottom. And then this here, I made a nice journaling card. And then I just added a little Tim Holtz Santa inside here. And then more of Mrs. Cog's sayings. And then this here is from, I think this one here is from Artymaze, her ephemera. Then I just added some of her paper here, and then again on this one here I decided to add, you can see where I added the corners, and I really like using these too. So it's fun to be able to move a photo, so behind it you can actually put the time, the date, what you did, who you were with, if you were at a Christmas party or whatever. I think that's a cute photo too. I'm sure my daughter-in-law will want to keep that in there. And then again here, I made a little tuck spot for a photo. So I when I do that, I put the photo in place, and then I'll just hold it there, and then I take all my other little bits and pieces of ephemera here and add to it. I get the base here, and then I'll go through my Tim Holtz little bits and pieces, and then I'll add there. But I love doing the photos this way. And then this here is, let's see, what is this? Oh, this is the back side of the computer paper. So I made a little pocket here, as you can see, and this is little bitty, itty bitty stamp here. I put a little raised foam sticky under there to give it some depth. And then again, I just made a quick little journaling spot there. And then we have our little, I did a little cut here. And then we have, these are all little Tim Holtz embellishments here. I thought she was cute. And then this is another greeting card. I left this plain. I didn't think it needed anything else. And then I used this band here. You could use this as a little tuck spot or whatever. But I used it as a, almost like a belly band. And then this here, this little file folder card here. This is part of Tsunami Rose's Christmas. I just stamped on here warm winter wishes and added some of the embellishments here. And I have that in here like that. And again, I had to keep this in mind. So when I put this down, I actually had this in here and then I just glued where I needed to. So this could still come in and out. And then another photo page. I placed the photo pages in strategic spots where you may not want to, you know, like because there's so many layers, whoops, because there's so many layers to this here, I don't think anybody would really want to write on these pages, and the same here. So I will put, that's where I put the photos. We can go back like this here. There's a lot of layers, so I figured this page would be good to put a photo on there so you don't have to write and have it be all bumpy and such. So that's, you know, if you say, if you wonder where and why I put my pages or my photos where I do, again, this here, you might not want to write on it. So that's where how I decide to put photos. And then a lot more journaling spaces here. And this one, again, I used the eyelet lace. And then this is from a vintage Christmas card that I made a copy of. I enlarged and I cut her out, which she's just so sweet. And then the carols. And then here we have another pocket. And I pretty much did the same thing. I added a little Tim Holtz paper doll and another beautiful image. And then I just tucked Santa in there. So, and again, I just added this to the back side just for just a little more decor. And she tucks right in there. And then this one here was fun to make. This is, again, an upper tuck spot. And this is just a plain, this does not open up. It's just a plain journaling card. And I do have a little pocket right here. And I'm leaving that. So if she, again, if she wants to put something in here, a receipt or something small, she has the opportunity to do that. So I just did a trifold of this paper. And then this is a fold over, as you can see. And I glued that down. I added the Jack Frost, and I'll tell you why I added that. And then these are Tim Holtz, and then this is part of one of the kits. And then I added the Jack Frost because I didn't want this to fall out. So again, I took Tim Holtz little clip, and I added 2 different colors of ribbon to this. And I have this tucked just like that. So it kind of just holds this in place. It really doesn't give it a chance to slide out of the book or down. And then we have a double pocket on this side. This is from the Artymaze kit, all of these polka dots. And here I just added some fabric from the leftover from the front of the book. And this is a real pretty tag here. Washi tape. This is a beautiful angel, little piece of ephemera I had. And then here I added, this is from a doily, and then some lace. Then what I did was I went and grabbed a piece of paper from Artymaze that had the Japanese lanterns on them, and I cut these out, and I wanted to make this more of a rosette, and then I just added the leaves underneath there. So that tucks in the bigger spot here, and then the little Santa one tucks in here like this. That over to the side a little, and then she can, again, she can put anything else in here that she wanted. But I took these are from Artymaze, and I left the 4 in place instead of cutting them out, and this makes a nice pocket, these here. And then you can see I just did a fun stitch all the way around and stitched it all together. And then again, this is the back side of a Christmas card. May the wonderful blessings of Christmas be with you throughout the new year. So I had added this little bluebird because I just thought this was really sweet with the pink, had a lot of pink in it. And then the little greetings here, used a little, this is material, pink polka dot, and I just put "and a partridge in a pear tree." Even though that's not a partridge, it's still a sweet little bird. And then on this side, I added again another bird because I love my birds. And I did the same thing here with the eyelet as I did the other, but this one I added the crinkly ribbon, and I first added one on this side, and then I ran it through, and I added another one on this side. And I put a little side pocket here with just a very simple little card on here that you can tuck in. And then more of that really pretty washi tape, the pink gingham. And then the last pages I just left for all journaling. And then again here, I left the back page. This again is a nice pocket. I decided not to decorate it in any way. You know, she can put whatever she wants in here. Photos, you know, maybe a menu from where they went to eat, whatever she wants to do with it. And then this page here, if she'd like to add a photo, I'm going to leave that up to her. And if she wants help with some little photo things, she can. She might want to do something else on this page. So that is this year's pink journal, Christmas journal. And I know, you know, some people will say, oh, I don't like pink Christmas journals. But these colors aren't a bright pink, and I think if you add your different, you know, your greens, your reds, this is more of like a rust color. I think it just adds an awful lot to the season, and it's just fun. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making the few items that I did. To show you what could be done in your journal. And I do really like sharing the journals that I make, especially when I add photographs. I just think that's very, very important, is to be able to add family photographs or any photographs of your loved ones. So thank you, everybody. So far, it's been a really great year. I appreciate all of my viewers, everyone that comments. So if you like this video, I would love to have you give me a thumbs up. And if I don't talk to you or have a little video for you before Christmas, I want to wish everyone a very, very Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, a wonderful Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate out there. Just enjoy it, because the holidays are all about family, and family, peace, love, sharing, giving. And it's just it really is a wonderful time of the year. So thank you, everybody, and I'll see you in my next video. Alrighty, bye-bye.